Hello everyone, my name is Jack. We are the Simpnic, and today I would like to introduce you the world's most compact gateways. We named it as R1 Room Keepers. The reason we designed so small and compact is because you can enjoy its dimension and put it everywhere in your houses or in your facilities without noticed. And first of all, I would like to introduce is the very first designs in the world that we put the temperature and humidity sensor outside of the main body, because we used to implemented the sensor inside. The reason we implement the temperature and humidity sensor outside of the main body is because we used to have them inside the gateways, but during the operations of the gateway, it will generate the heat, and which will affect the accuracy of the temperature and humidity sensor. Okay, so we just came out the ideas that might as well we just put the chips in the micro USB cord, the power cords. Okay, it will be stable and it will be much more accuracy than any brands else. Okay, and then on top of that, we have 3 quick access buttons right here. You can perform the reset back to the manufacturer default settings, or you can reset the Wi-Fi connection and connect to the Wi-Fi connection quickly. Okay, and on top of that, you can set up different scenarios and designate it to different buttons right here. So in case if you put the R1 Room Keeper right next to the front door, you can use it as a security system. You can arm or disarm the smart home systems quickly and effectively. Okay, and then the R1 Room Keeper itself, you will support up to 16 devices, 10 devices Wi-Fi devices, and 6 Bluetooth BLE devices. Okay, but later on we will introduce what we call IoT satellites. Okay, with the IoT satellites, you will create the mesh network at home, so you can scale up and expand the number of the devices at your home. So our estimations, the R1 Room Keeper can be able to support up to approximately 30 to 36 devices after all. Now I would like to show you how to set up the R1 Room Keeper, and also to demonstrate you how to pair the motion detection sensor and the smart plug to the R1 Keepers. Okay. First of all, let us download the Simpnic app to your smart phone first. Once we download it, you will see the Simpnic app icons on your smartphones. It comes with the iOS or come with the Android, 2 versions to suit your needs. And then once you open the app, you see that this is the front screen, the main screen. Okay, and then you tap. First of all, you have to create a room, a house in the app. Okay, and then you tap the plus signs on the top right corner of the screens, and then choose the Room Keeper. As you can see, the Room Keeper. And once you select the Room Keeper, you will see the instruction step by steps, and there's no multiple choices. The only thing you can do is just follow the steps and click next. It's very simple and very intuitive. Okay, before we proceed, it is asking you to set up by Wi-Fi. We tap OK, and then on the screens you will show you the instructions. Tap the right button of the right button of the R1 keeper 3 times. 1, 2, 3. And then once you tap 3 times, you will see the indicator flashing. Okay? And then once you see the flashing, you tap next. Okay? And then once you tap next, you switch the Wi-Fi connections. Okay? You switch to the Wi-Fi connection and then you find a R1 keepers and establish the connection between your phone and the R1 keeper. Okay? The connection is established. And once the connection is established, we go back to the app and all we need to do is just tap next. Once we type the next, the room keeper itself will start scanning and searching the Wi-Fi connection at home in your houses. Okay? In this case, we find the Simpnic home. Okay? And then when enter the password, and then we send the login ID and the password of the home router to the room keeper, the R1 room keeper. And once the R1 room keeper got this information, you will start broadcasting and do the exchange with the Wi-Fi router, and eventually you will establish the connection with your home Wi-Fi routers. Once the R1, you will see the push notification appear on your mobile screens once the R1 room keeper established the connection with the Wi-Fi routers. And then all you need to do is just type next. Okay, next it will show you, please scan the QR code on the back of your R1 room keeper. Let's tap in. And then the camera of the smart home will be initiated. And then do the QR code scans. Once you do the QR code scan, first of all, you named your gateway, and then login ID, and then the password, and then you add the R1 room keeper to your mobile smartphone. Okay, and all the things has been done so far is peer-to-peer. You send the information directly to the R1 room keeper, and the room keeper will give you the feedback directly to the mobile phone. So there is no breach of the personal information or data whatsoever. Okay, once the R1 room keeper has been added to your mobile phone, you will appear on the screen of your mobile phone. Okay, and then after that, make sure your Wi-Fi connection is connecting to your home Wi-Fi router. Okay, let's find the home Wi-Fi router, the Simpnic home. Okay. Once you establish the connection back to your home routers, all you need to do is just swipe the screens and refresh. Voila, there we go. You will see the information of the R1 room keeper appears on the screens. And the R1 itself, it comes with the Bluetooth and the IR remote controls. So you will see the temperature and the humidity right here on the screens. Okay, now I would like to show you how to add the devices to the R1 room keeper. For instance, let's try the smart motion detection sensor first. You select the device, and then all you need to do is just follow the instruction as well. Okay, the instruction is telling us to press and hold the button for 5 seconds. Okay, in the back of the motion sensors, let's press for 5 seconds. Okay, you see the blink, the blue indicator flashing. Okay, once you see that, you just type next. And next, to tell R1 start pairing, to tell R1 the room keeper start pairing with the motion sensors. And while they are doing the pairings, you can enjoy the short video clips on the Simpnic app, and also the countdown as well. The countdown indicates the time spent between these two devices are pairing. Great. Once the progress is successful, once the pairing is successful, you will see the smart motion sensor appears on the screens. All we need to do is just tap Add, and voila, you will see the motion sensor on the Simpnic app. Okay, and now we can do exactly the same thing for the smart plug. This is a smart plug. Okay, and if you look at the Simpnic app, it's really easy to locate what that is and where that is. Okay, we tap. Again, just follow the instructions on the screens. Press and hold the button for 5 seconds, and the LED lights will start flashing. As you can see, it starts flashing. Okay, once it starts flashing, we just tap next, and instruction telling me to make sure the device is flashing, the indicator is flashing, and now we will start pairing. And once you see these short video clips, meaning the R1 room keeper has initiated the pairing process with a smart plug, and it takes as little as 45 seconds. Oh, voila! So you can see on my phone the smart plug appear, and then we tap Add. Ta-da! You see the smart plug on the screen now, and then once the device has been added to the room keepers, you can start enjoy using the smart plug or motion sensors, and we also have the other devices, like for instance a smart bulb or a door window contact sensors. We also have LED strips, which is about 3 meters, and you can connect three LED strips together to extend it to 9 meters. Okay, and so on. Once you add the devices, you also can add the scenarios. Okay, on the Simpnic app, there is a feature of the scenes. You can add, for instance, add a scene, say, turn on the lights. Okay. You select the device you would like to turn it on, and then you add. The meaning of the scenes is you can turn all the devices on simultaneously, or you can turn all the devices off simultaneously. For example, after you set up the scene, you can designate the scene onto these buttons. Okay, so when you go out, you can just press the button to turn all the devices off or all devices on as a quick access button. Okay, in the end, I would like to refresh everyone's the feature of the R1 room keepers. First of all, it's small, and you can place the R1 room keeper in every single room inside of your house. And the reason we suggest you can place place the room keeper in every single room is because, first of all, it is also a infrared remote control. It can control the air conditioner, TV, stereo, fans, ceiling lights, and so on. Because it also comes with a learning mode, so you can actually ask room keeper to learn specific remote control and features. And secondly, room keeper can support up to 10 Wi-Fi devices and 6 Bluetooth devices. And in the future, we will add the IoT satellites into the product lines. So with the IoT satellites, you can create a mesh network at home, could scale up and expand the number of the devices at home. For instance, if you have you have a lot of windows, you can add up more additional door window contact sensor. You can even use the door window contact sensor onto your safety boxes or medical cabinets or gun cabinets, for instance. Just prevent the people who should not supposed to touch those cabinets. Okay, and another key note is the reason we have a Bluetooth in this R1 room keeper is because we can foresee Bluetooth is much more effective and conservative on the energy consumptions. So in the future, we will introduce more and more devices with Bluetooth communications. For instance, like a digital door lock, or Bluetooth door window contact sensor, or Bluetooth motion detection sensor, those kind of things. Okay, and thank you for your time to watch these short video clips, and I hopefully wish you would enjoy these videos. And on top of that, I would like to invite you to give a try of this R1 room keeper, because it's really hard to feel and feel the convenience of the smart home until you actually try it. Because even myself, I'm kind of get used to it from times I'm kind of get used to it once I used it after a period of times. Okay, thank you.